us here, representatives, and of course the director of the International Center for the Environment and for Environmental Health and Development, and of course representative and the program manager for the Rose of Sharon Foundation. These two NGOs are being exploited in Badagry, and they have come to bring a lot of goodies for us. But I want them to quickly introduce themselves before we go straight to the program of the day. Let's start from you.
Good morning, viewers out there. It's a great pleasure to be in Badagry Parrot and also in Badagry as a whole. My name is Mercy Joshua Elizabeth from International Center for Environmental Health and Development.
Mercy Joshua from International Center for Environmental Health and Development. And of course, on the right hand side is my very good doctor. He's going to introduce herself to us so we can hear from you.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm so glad and delighted to be in Badagry and to be here. My name is Dr. Ondole Bowe from the Rose of Sharon Foundation.
I just love that name, Bowe. I mean, it's one unique name that's not so common. And, all right, you are here. Can you please tell us a little? Let me get back to you. Tell us a little about the International Center for Environmental Health and Development before we go down to what they have for us. They have a lot of packages for us, but I'm going to take it one after the other. Just tell us a little about your organization.
All right, thank you. International Center for Environmental Health and Development is an NGO. It's a women-based NGO. We focus on women and girls, and it has been established since 2004. And
2004.
And so far, we've been doing great exploits. We've been doing exploits since then. We've focused on different issues relating to women and girls, issues around surrounding environmental health, issues about environment, issues on empowerment, middle capacity building, and different other programs, just to make sure that women and girls we see into their development, we see into their growth, we see into their economic resilience.
So basically, it's about women.
Yes.
Women, empowering women, capacity building, of all sorts. And very quickly, I'll come back to the let me go to Rose now. Rose, can you please tell us about your organization?
Okay, the Rose of Sharon Foundation is also a non-governmental organization that is based in Surulere here in Lagos.
Wow.
We focus on alleviating the plight of widows, children, and orphans. We provide educational scholarship from nursery to primary to secondary and to tertiary level. Currently, we have churned out over 300 graduates. Rose of Sharon Foundation. We also provide economic empowerment for widows. We provide financial programs to make widows financially resilient and independent on their own. We also provide interest-free loan for widows from 30,000 to as much as 500,000.
Wow. Badagry, are you ready? You see, I cannot see the correlation between international health, environmental,
International
Center for Environmental Health and Development, and of course, Rose of Sharon. Focused on women, and of course, focused on widows. So it's actually intertwined, and I can see the reason. And all the way from Surulere, let me go back to you now. You're now in Badagry. I'm aware you have one or two programs for us here in Badagry. And one of it is why we are here to also sensitize the people so that the water we're going to enjoy a lot of goodies from these two foundations, and of course we're using this to also sensitize the public. What is that thing that brought you down to Badagry? All the way from Surulere?
What brought me down to Badagry is our collaboration with the International Center for Environmental Health and Development to empower women farmers in Badagry.
Women farmers, please, if you're listening to this program and of course you're not aware, we're letting you know that this is happening in Badagry. And of course, I want all our viewers, over 11,000 viewers actually, to please pass this information across to our people and of course see how we can tap into this. What prompted you to go into these aspects, these core aspects, empowering women farmers? This is not something that is very common, and I see you coming up with a very good concept. What prompted that idea?
Yes, as I said earlier, we focus on the empowerment. It's part of our goal. It's part of our.
Majorly people who just do empowerment for farmers. government are used to doing empowerment for farmers. I think you're getting what I'm saying. But for you to have, thought of empowering women farmers, I mean.
Yes, for over a few years now, we've noticed that climate change has taken over a lot of things.
Yeah.
And we also know the part that women play in the growth and development of any country, especially in terms of agriculture.
Yeah.
So we decided, because I've carried out a lot of observation and research on everything. We know, we are sure from our feedback, from our results, that these women face a lot of challenges when it comes to climate change, when it comes to access to a lot of things in agriculture. So we are ready to give them a voice.
Wow.
We are ready to strengthen them in every way possible.
Wow. You've heard from our very good sister Mercy Joshua, if I'm not mistaken. Climate change has changed a lot of things, and it has actually affected. Even COVID-19 has brought a lot of disaster, and we're trying to recuperate from the laws and all of that. And madam, you are here in Badagry to empower. Like how many farmers, how many women farmers are we looking at?
We're looking at having close to about 80 of them today.
80 women farmers. And what are the means of recruiting some of these beneficiaries?
Yes, I'll start by saying that this project started late last year. It's a year project anyway, and it's focused on Badagry women farmers. So as we usually do, most importantly, we go into baseline data collection. So we were here in Badagry last December in different areas. We are at Ikoga, from Ikoga, Iragon, Irekiti, Apia, and all those environments. From there, we moved down to Apa, we moved to Itejo, Inoki, Kampo,
this guy don't know what I'm doing.
And many other little environments, all the environment. We make sure that we touch every area. So that why are we doing this? Because before we carry out a project, we need to know the women. We need to know what they are facing. We need to know where to start from, because we don't want to do something and they won't feel the impact. So we're able to carry out that baseline data collection. We're able to know their challenges, know what they have been doing, how they have been doing it, because we want to help them in such a way that they will also add impact to the development of their community.
I mean, from what you've said so far, I want to believe you have a very strong background of what you're thinking about. But when I heard her saying, the Afowo, I mean, this in fact, especially mentioning areas related to Avian, these are Greek settlements that I want to believe that we have women that are passionate about, and they are, mass land in that area where they can actually, practice their farming and all of that. So I want to give kudos to the International Center for Environmental Health and Development for coming down. Do you stay in Badagry?
No.
Is the center located in Badagry?
Not at all.
And you are mentioning Badagry. I mean, no, that shows that you have actually done well. Where's your office located?
Yes, our office is located at Ikeja.
Ikeja?
Yes, actually, near Okwaden Avenue.
Wow. So when you come for research, you have to stay days and all of that.
You have to stay like up to a week.
These are passionate
just
people.
To cover up. And most importantly, this year, last month, we came for farm visits. Not just gathering them to know what they are facing. We took it upon ourselves to visit their farms individually. So
you mean the 70? You said 70, right?
Yes.
70 farmers. They are internet farmers. They are practicing.
They are practicing. We're able to visit their farms and
they have it.
See what
you
they are
saw
doing.
it.
Yes, and they want to talk about what they are doing.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm highly impressed. So we are expecting you today. Even if you are not a beneficiary, you can just come and have an experience. And maybe if you are fasted and prayed, they can also include you to be part of this. If that is, if it is possible. But I mean, it's happening today. So where is it happening?
It's happening at the Chamber Hall at the local government at Ajara.
What time?
It's 10 a.m.
10 a.m. today, this morning.
10 a.m. this morning. Apart from the fact that a lot of research, a lot of work has been done to get these women on board by visiting their farms and having discussions with them, collecting baseline data. If there's any Badagry woman farmer who is hearing us today and wants to gain knowledge about
how they can grow their,
grow their farm business, and how they can learn the impact of climate change and how to mitigate it, she's welcome. The only thing is she will not be a beneficiary of some of the items we are giving out today. Close to about 40 of these women will be getting 50 kg bags of fertilizer each.
Wow.
Some will get knapsack sprayers, some will get herbicides and pesticides.
Full dose for Badagry. Thank you there, think gbogbo òyìnbó tá ń sọ ni pé àwọn tó wà níwájú wa yìí, àwọn àlejò wa méjì tán wà níwájú wa àti kóná ti wá láti wá fi ìgbóre hàn àti láti fi ọwọ́ kún àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n ń ṣe àgbẹ̀ ní agbègbè Badagry gbé báyìí. Wọ́n ní ètò tó ń ṣe yìí, ètò odidi ọdún kan ni tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọdún tó kọjá láti máa wo àwọn òwò ní obìnrin táwọn lè fún ní nǹkan yìí, àwọn òwò ní àwọn obìnrin tó ń ṣe àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa tí wọ́n mú gẹ́gẹ́ bí iṣẹ́. Wọ́n wá nílé ní yìí o, àwọn 70 ẹ̀yà Olúmídé á fún mi ní Yorùbá 70, àwọn 70 ni wọ́n ní ọmọ àádọ́rin torí mo ní àwọn other journalists níbi táwọn náà ń cover our farmers, voice of the farmers. I need to also recognize it for being part of this today. So wọ́n ní àwọn àádọ́rin ni wọ́n fẹ́ fún 70. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀yin tí láǹfààní àti gbàlélẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ gbọ́ pa ètò yìí, ẹ sọ fáwọn màmá wa náà tí wọ́n ń ṣe àgbẹ̀ àyíbámọ̀ káwọn náà wá kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ nípa bí wọ́n ṣe máa gbé ètò wọn sókè jù báyìí lọ, tí a dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ pé kò ní jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ṣe lásán. Àwọn tí wọ́n wà wájú wa yìí wọ́n ti ṣètòlẹ̀ fún àwọn tí wọ́n máa fún ní empowerment bíi fertilizer, a lè sọ gbogbo ẹ̀tọ́ ní kẹ́míkà tí wọ́n máa fi máa ṣe àgbẹ̀ wọn tí kò níbi sí wàhálà. Lágbára Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ máa fún wọn ṣe. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, let me now get back to business of the day again. How do you think government is doing enough in terms of women empowerment generally?
Well, I think the government is trying, but it's like scratching the surface. Probably because of the large population we have in Nigeria and the densely populated communities we have a lot of people, and also because of lack of adequate resources and facilities that these women need from government. A lot of women in Nigeria are highly economically excluded and exploited. And that's why you see a lot of NGOs like ICHD and the Little Sharon Foundation focusing on empowering women
to complement
the effort of government. Like we focus on empowering widows. So a woman doesn't have to lose her husband and become destitute. You can pick up yourself, you can do a business, you can come for us for an interest-free loan, which you have over 15 months to pay back at your own pace. Today now we have some of our widows who are coming here, who are farmers, and who are going to be beneficiaries of this training. They will get the knowledge, they will get the skill, they will get the resources, and they will pick the bags of fertilizer and take back to their farm. So government is trying, but government needs to do more.
Government is trying, and what's your perspective?
Yes, as our partner has said, it's a whole lot. Looking at Lagos State as a state, they have done a whole lot. Yes, Lagos State has done a lot of things when it comes to agriculture, but we know that they can't do it all alone, and it is never enough. No matter how we say it is never enough. So we are contributing our quota to the development of our states and the country at large, just as we also hope and we encourage the government to do more also to it.
All right, you've heard from both NGOs that are here. The government is trying, but they need to do more. And I want to believe that Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu is also making frantic effort to ensure that farmers are also. If you get to Afowo and the likes of, we have a fish farm there, and it has been very functional. We have youth, we have the Agri Years program, we have so many. But the truth is, it can never be enough. God, that's what Dr. Ndidi said. It can never be enough. And they are also encouraging the government not to relent and also to do more and ensure that agriculture does not go into extinction. Of course, we can continue to take cue from our former president, President Obasanjo, who is also ensuring that the farm business is growing in Nigeria, empowering thousands of youths, and encouraging them to. But this is majorly on women, and it's quite inspiring. And I want to commend you. I want to give kudos to you for coming down to Badagry, and of course, the message has been passed. Get down to Badagry Chamber today to get, to listen and of course learn if you are not part of the, recruited beneficiaries. But if you are, I'm sure you won't even miss it because, it's much goodies for you. And of course, what will be your word of advice? Let me get back to international sector.
Yes, before that, I would like to also let the others know that we have more than this. Yes, the project is 1 year as we have said, but we have other activities apart from the training we'll be having today. We have another one that will be coming up next month in 2 months' time. We have another one on environment. We have a mentoring program that these beneficiaries we are not only giving them this implement for them to take it to their houses or sell it or just use it the way they want, but we have taken it upon ourselves again to add this mentoring program to it, where we will be attaching some beneficiaries to field experts for training. So during the planting season, these experts will also see to the way they carry out their farming operations, be able to put them through, so that at the end of the day, the implements will not just be given to them as a formality, but they will be able to see a huge difference in their harvest, in their farming operations, and even in the way they do all other things regarding their farm, and even in their management, their farm management as well. Wow. Because we know it's a business. Farming is a business, and they need to get enough profit. So we are believing God that after this training today, and then starting the mentoring program, at the end of the planting season, we know it's going to be a huge success. We are going to see these women smile again.
Wow. Okay, before I get to Doctor, what is your post-presentation monitoring technique?
Post-presentation
monitoring technique.
Yes, this is
even after you have presented to them, do you just leave them, or do you have a monitoring, technique that you go there to visit, or there's a data plan, or because most of these environments, especially some of these ones done by government, they will just give it out, and after them, nothing is being done. Whether they use it for the main purpose of, or they don't use it is none of their, business. Not in all cases anyway, but we have some empowerment like that, and they don't give for the purpose of political gain. Are you doing? From what you said, I want to have seen professionalism in what you're talking about. But do you have a post-presentation technique?
Yes, we do.
Monitoring technique.
For every of our projects, we make sure we do a follow-up. We call it evaluation. So what we do is at a specific period of time, maybe after 2 months, as I said earlier, we have a mentoring program. So there is one of our post-evaluation techniques. Apart from the one we will be doing, we have phone-in conversation, we have direct physical conversation, because we're going to be visiting them, so that we will see that these women not just be giving them something for them to go home and do how to do it the way they used to do it, but we want to make sure that we do a follow-up strictly from the beginning to the end of their planting season. So that at the end we will be able to say yes, they did what we have taught them. We are going to teach them a lot of things, ranging from soil quality, farming techniques. We are going to teach them on fishery management and business as a whole, piggery and poultry. All in general, we are going to put them through every single strategy they need. So that after giving them these implements we'll be giving them today, and with the mentor experts that will also be following up with our own evaluation from the office, we know it's going to be a huge success at the end of the project.
Wow, it's been a good one with the International Center for Environmental Health and Development under our program manager, Mercy Joshua. Elizabeth Joshua. Elizabeth Joshua from International Center for Environmental Health. And I think I know that husband very well. we're going to work more even after now. And of course, from those of Sharon, that's going to look simple. Just the same way you're looking very simple. Dr. Undudi, boy, I just like that name. Say you think is it from Calabar or where?
Bayelsa.
I can see the Bayelsa touch. You know, it's a good one having your advice to, even when we're talking about women, we have youth, I mean, that are also female, because with the high level of, you know, crime and, you know, so many atrocities happening in the country now, and you're still coming up with this to the whatever. I mean, so what would be your advice to the youth and of course women in general before we put this program to a close?
Okay, I know there's a lot of hardship in the land, in the country right now. I know there's been hardship before, but in the last few weeks, it's been terrible. We've been going through a lot of issues. We know the high rate of crime in Nigeria. We know that it's rising even more this period. Yes, but I meant to say that in spite of all that, we have a lot of young people who are doing constructive engagement. You know, so I will advise our young people to look on the side of good things. No matter some don't even have ownership of land, but they use the little income and savings they have to rent a small parcel of land, and they've been able to get into farming. A lot of widows who have lost their husbands, you know, have been able to farm behind their homes, behind their houses, and make good income out of it, and also produce food for their children. I know we have a lot of food insecurity currently right now. Many people are hungry. But I would like to advise our youths, and especially our female population, and our women in general, to look on the good side. There is something you can do constructively. There are resources you can access. There are trainings you can do. There are people you can call upon to say, this is what I want to do. I don't want to go onto the side of crime, you know. And you will see people who are willing to support, who are willing to help. You know, so I think the reason why a lot of youths go into crime is they don't sit down to use the power of the brain to think.
The power of the brain.
And become innovative. The power of the brain is limitless. If you sit down and think,
I love that.
You will find things within you that you're not even aware of that you can do. And then by the time you sit down and do research, small research on Google, you find places you can go to, opportunities you can call, opportunities that are available economically and socially. So look at that. If you see what we are doing now, a lot of women are doing this. So find something that is constructive and useful, so that you too can be a useful person to contribute and give back to your society.
And of course, over to you. Your final advice before we put this way close.
Yes, I will only say just one statement, and the statement is never to give up.
Never to give up.
Whoever gives up is ready to die. That is one thing about this country. So in as much
you can say that again. Whoever gives up
is ready to die. Because so far you know you are in Nigeria, you are living, you are existing. You would, if you give up, then definitely you don't want to be existing anymore. So my advice, our advice today is in every of your endeavors, never to give up in doing the right thing. Never to give up in pushing for the right way to survive, the right way to increase yourself, the right way to see into your growth, into your development, not just you, but as a country. Because if you train a woman, you train a nation. If you train one woman, the woman is ready to train thousands of women. Because women are like, they are like microphones. If you teach them that if they are ready to spread it to as many people they can talk to. So please, I will encourage everybody never to give up on the right thing we are doing, on the ways we are fighting to make sure that we see to our own development and to the country as a whole.
All right, thank you so much for watching us on Badagry Media House today. Like I said, today we have in our midst the Program Manager for International Center for Health and Development based in Ikeja, and they are down to Badagry here today, Miss Elizabeth Joshua. If I'm not mistaken, this is around. And of course, our own director from Rose of Sharon, Dr. Ndudi Owe, who have come to let us know that today there is going to be an empowerment program at Badagry local government chamber. We all know that hall beside the office of the executive chairman. And of course, they will be empowering 70 women in Badagry today. Women farmers, not just farmers, farmers that have been accredited, that have been duly ascertained, and they are sure to have been practicing, even before now. So they are not just kangaroo, they are practicing women farmers. And of course, even though that's not part of our agreement, I'm inspired, and I want to assure you that Badagry Parrot News will follow you down to that venue today to also push this out to our people. So it's going to be a follow-up even after the studio interview. So please, Mejele, Bitcom, Owa Badagry local government, Ebe, Maglobe, Maselube, Naji, Chukwu, they do it, to say, Ijale, Bodmo, Owa Badagry local government, parents Bitonle, àwọn òbí wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé wọn síta. Kan wa àwọn tó jóbìnrin ni obìnrin làwọn bá ṣe èdè kan bó wá Badagry local government nínú ìbárí kí wọ́n pe àgbẹ̀lẹ́gùn ọmọ ìgò tí ó gbé kó dáadáa kan jáde èdè kan bó wá èdè òdélẹ̀ dé nánà yìí tó chamber ẹgbẹ́ tó bá di next week àtúmọ̀gbọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀ bó bá ṣe lọ́bẹ̀ náà àbá yín gbé wá sórí afẹ́fẹ́ fún àwa tá a wà ní ìlú òyìnbó àbí tá a sì like diaspora, Sewadu and Co, and of course those that are two that are always, up on Badagry Parrot Media. And of course kudos to the farmers, Voice of Farmers. They are also here with us. Olumide, thank you so much for coming up with this wonderful idea, and we want to say thank you so much for coming to Badagry. And of course, Badagry is the haven of tourism. Ensure you enjoy the coconut water and the seaside before you leave Badagry today. Thank you so much, and God bless you for watching. It's a nice one.